Yeah, he had called me to come. Of course, I was going to go meet him.
You were going to go meet him, and then what? The feds came and...
No, so me and a guy named Dog, or whatever, had
Doc?
Dog.
Dog.
One of his guys, one of his runners, Dog. I think you guys.
Not O-Dog.
Dog.
Okay.
Dog.
There's a guy named O-Dog who cooperated.
Named Dog. I don't know if you put an O in front of it or not.
Okay, probably just Dog.
But Dog.
Probably a different guy. Yeah.
I ain't never told this story, but I'm sure the statute of limitations or whatever. But so yeah, I'm going to go meet him. Dog came to pick me up. We're going to go meet T. Go to the house, and when we get to the house and we hit the garage to come up, and then I could hear the feds, which I know now was the feds talking, and they were saying things like Dallas and just St. Louis and Atlanta, and they're mentioning stuff like that. And I said, man, we got to get the fuck out of here to Dog, right? And then Dog hit the alarm, boop, boop. Hit the alarm on the car. And that's when they heard him. So he went to the car. I said,
oh, you just ran.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Spent the nights in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
You spent the night in the woods?
Spent the night in the woods.
Because you thought they were following you.
Man, listen, I didn't know exactly where I was at because you know how you go.
What city was this in?
It was in St. Louis.
Oh, okay. Got it. So you're in the woods in St. Louis.
Yes. All night.
And you're not from St. Louis at all.
No. All night. All night.
So you're like a bear basically in the woods trying to get
all
through
night,
it.
Helicopter. All the shit.
They were looking for you.
They were looking, yeah, they were looking for us. They were looking for it was just, they had hit the whole house. They had hit the whole situation. You know how the shit was with the BMF shit.
Wait, so you could have gotten locked up that day?
Yeah. I told you I was the one that got away, not the one that stayed.
Okay, so how did you feel? You just got away, but you're hearing the news. T's locked up, Meech is locked up. There's, raids are happening all over the country. Houses are being hit up. Everyone's getting arrested. I mean, were you fairly terrified at that point?
Well, I mean, we got to keep working. We still got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get off the rest of the stuff and continue working. I mean, shit, they're in jail and we're not. So, the next, I waited, I think a couple days or something like that. We came back out and stuff, and they said, you guys still got that BMF shit? I said, nah, we got some shit, but it ain't the BMF shit no more.
Huh. Was that the wake-up call to get out the game?
Yeah, that was definitely one of them, for sure.
Yeah, I remember when they, when they brought me out there with a bunch of other DJs to party with them, and I was broke as hell. I was a broke DJ. I just started, I did the Tupac mixtape, so I was starting to get known, but I was broke.
Yes.
And this was the type of money I really hadn't seen before. Everyone was giving you Cristal bottles. And,
man, T's are different. Yeah, they
no,
were
I didn't know T. I knew,
T?
I was around Meech.
Yeah.
I was around Meech and Blue Da Vinci and all them. I never met T. Yeah, that was the first time.
He was out here in L.A.
Probably, yeah.
He was out here.
I was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta when I met him.
Yeah.
But I saw the billboards. I'm seeing the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris and the mansions. And it was like, everyone's going to jail that's doing this right now. It's so flashy to the point, you see the billboard leaving the airport.
Yes.
So a group of guys that even from my middle-class square background, it was clear that all this money was drug money. Right? The one artist on the label, Blue Da Vinci, hadn't sold any records.
Right.
So you can't say this is record money. Like it's clear to an outsider. So I'm like, if it's clear to me, it's crystal clear to the feds.
Right.
So I just politely, after that weekend, I just exited out the situation. They wanted me to hang around and they wanted me to help promote their music, but I'm like, I don't want to get caught up in the sweep that's going to happen eventually. You didn't feel being affiliated with them with how flashy they were? Because T was not as flashy. Meech was the flashy one. I heard that T kind of had some friction with Meech over all this over-the-top behavior. You didn't think that these guys are so... it's almost like they're acting like drug dealing is legal in a way.
Yeah, no, those were the times, though. T was flashy, though, too, but we were young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they went and did, 20 years or something like that, right? So we're talking about 2000.
Yeah,
We're
Beach did
talking about
19
2000,
years,
yeah,
and T
2004,
did maybe
2005.
18, 17 years.
Yeah, so they were young guys, you know what I mean? Then, so a lot of the crazy shit, you know, was just being young, right?
Yeah, but everyone's old enough to know better. There's no teenagers here. Everyone's in their 20s, 30s. You see what I'm saying? Everyone's intelligent. No one's stupid.
But the thing about it is that goes back to that sickness that I'm saying is once you get addicted to that sickness, I mean, it takes a lot of soul searching, and for me, a firm belief in God and Allah, that, you know what I mean, that paradise is where I want to have my happiness, and not just here in the dunya.